Hi, today I'm going to be debunking the myth that women are more empathetic than men and explaining why men are actually more empathetic than women. Women are not more empathetic than men. Women simply fake empathetic responses in situations where they do not truly feel empathy for the people or person who's experiencing a problem or negative emotion. Men do not do this. Men do not fake empathetic responses. Men are brutally honest, and if someone's problem was created by his or her own stupidity, such as acting like an idiot or making poor choices, men will not give a fake empathetic response the way that women do. Men aren't going to sugarcoat things and are not going to act as if the person's problem was not the result of his or her own stupidity when it is. Now, if someone's problem was not caused by his or her own stupidity, but was caused by factors out of his or her own control, then men will look for creative and logical solutions to help fix that person's problem, so that person doesn't have to suffer with that problem anymore, or be inconvenienced by the problem. Heck, I've even seen men do this for people who are the complete cause of their own problems. People whose problems are the result of bad decisions, poor choices, and acting like a complete moron. Women generally do not look for logical and creative solutions to solve other people's problems. Women instead offer half-assed emotional support to people who are experiencing a problem. Personally, I view the individual who is looking for logical and creative solutions to help fix the person's problems as more empathetic than the person who's offering half-assed emotional support, but is still letting the person suffer with his or her problems. While women do give emotional support, that emotional support comes at a price, and that price is if you open up to a woman about your problems, what you're going through, and your insecurities, she will use it against you in a future argument. Women feel anger towards individuals who they give emotional support to and take out this anger by later using that individual's insecurities and problems against him or her in a future argument. Women take the information they know about the individual's insecurities and problems he or she has opened up about, and craft insults specifically tailored to the individual's specific insecurities and things that the individual is going through. These insults hurt on a much more significant level than a generic insult because these insults are much more personal, and because the individual had likely felt safe when opening up to her, at least to a certain extent, even if he or she did not fully trust her. By using the individual's problems and insecurities against him or her in a future argument, the woman not only hurts the individual with these insults, but destroys the individual's trust in her and can make it significantly harder for the individual to open up to other people in the future due to having a fear of having something similar happen again, but with another person. Now you're likely wondering why women fake empathetic responses in situations where they do not truly feel empathy for the person or people who are experiencing a problem, and why women give insincere emotional support. You're likely wondering what is the point in doing this, especially since women feel so much anger when doing so, and later blow up at whoever they gave emotional support to. The reason why women do this is because women are obsessed with how other people view them, and by faking empathetic responses, a woman makes herself look like a better, kinder, more caring and empathetic person than she actually is. People, when thinking of a good, kind, caring person, we often think of someone with high empathy, and when we think of a bad person, we pretty much always think of someone who completely lacks empathy, or at the very least has very, very low empathy. So to a woman who's obsessed with how other people view her and always wants to be seen in a positive light, what better way to fake being a better person than she actually is than by faking empathetic responses? Like I mentioned previously, men will look for logical and creative solutions to solve the problems of others, and I think a really cool and awesome example of this, just a really amazing example of men's empathy, as well as their creativity and logical thinking, is male inventions. Inventions that men have created make our lives significantly easier. We use these inventions every day of our lives and cannot even imagine our lives without them. We use these inventions so much that most people don't even think about it, whether it be going on the internet on our cell phones, putting away food in the fridge, and even turning on a light in a room. We are able to do all these things because of male inventions. People might not look at the creation of inventions as empathetic because inventions are not a person offering direct emotional support, but I view the creation of inventions as a way of helping people that doesn't involve directly interacting with the person who needs help, and instead choosing to help make the lives of others easier from afar, without emotional expression and without speaking to anyone. I think that inventing something that improves the lives of others displays a huge amount of empathy because an individual is trying to find logical solutions to people's problems and is trying to make people's lives more enjoyable by solving their problems. Now, to end this video, I'm going to give a couple examples of common ways women display a complete lack of empathy. The first example of women's lack of empathy is the fact that it is very common for a man to come home from work and immediately be nagged at by his wife to cut the grass, repair things around the house, and take out the trash. She doesn't care that he just spent hours working and is exhausted. She doesn't care about any of that and just starts nagging at him as soon as he walks through the door. She also expects him to do crazy grand romantic gestures all the time while also working and doing all the tasks she nags at him to do. The next example of women's complete lack of empathy is the fact that many women reject men in a cruel way rather than rejecting the man as nicely and respectfully as possible and just being like, hey, sorry, I'm not interested, or I'm flattered but I'm just not interested, a normal response. This is something I just don't understand because he literally just expressed romantic interest in her. Personally, if someone expresses romantic interest in me, even if I'm not interested in the person, I find it really sweet that the person has expressed being romantically interested in me. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please press the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this content and like hearing me analyze female nature. See you guys again next time.